challenging myself to not just settle for whatever comes to my head first, or to just be creative, you know what I mean? To be off the cuff and to think of different ways to do things. And so for me, it's been a never-ending process that I don't think it'll ever end. It's just always a learning experience. It's always a challenge being in the studio, and I've loved it. To kind of go back to one of your previous questions, that's something that my dad did tell me one time, that was like a spoken kind of a lecture that he gave me, that where he said something to me one time. I was very young, and he made a comment where he was saying, being a songwriter is one of the most challenging things. Like, you got to be so amazing, and you got to work so hard. And he kind of made all these comments about songwriting that, for some reason, it always stuck with me. And the way he said it, it was almost like I took it as a challenge. In my young mind, even at that time, I was like, okay, well, then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to kill it, because I'm going to take that challenge on. And I've always thought about that. And I'm that kind of person. If you tell me that something's difficult, I'm going to definitely have to try to do it,
Yeah, and like I was saying earlier about, just being out on stage and being able to perform as well. I mean, another question I like to ask musicians is the fact of, what kind of stage do you really like to perform on? Is it, more of an intimate setting, or do you like to have a little bit of space to kind of work? Obviously with when you were with J-Lo, I mean, just to be able to have that big space and to be able to work the crowd a little bit more versus having to do an intimate kind of figuring is definitely a different kind of feel. So, I mean, what do you have a preference? Do you have a preference of which one you happen to like?
I don't have a preference. I just love performing. I love performing. I love entertaining people. Just seeing the smile on their faces, seeing the connection, feeling the energy coming back to me as a confirmation that what I'm doing, is reaching them. If it's a big stage, if it's a big production, obviously one of my dreams and one of my goals is to reach a place where I don't have limits. There's no limitations on my vision, on what I want to do, on the type of show I want to put on, and the type of experience I want people to walk away with. And so that the bigger the stage, the bigger the vision, the dream can be, and so that's always a plus. But intimate settings are always great as well for a more intimate connection. It's a little more bare bones. It can be a little scarier. You know what I mean? You're out there just kind of like you, and you strip away the big production. You strip away some of the glitter. You know what I mean? And it's just you and your music and what you can do. So I love both elements. They both bring something out of me that I really appreciate.
Yeah, and there's something to be said about an intimate setting where you're getting a little bit more, literally and figuratively closer to your audience, and you kind of get a little bit more of that emotion in terms of some of your ballads. So it's kind of an interesting dynamic in terms of that as well. Some musicians do have a preference on that, so it's interesting to be able to see that. But a lot of musicians say that, like yourself, that they love it. They don't mind either way, but definitely different feelings in terms of that as well. Being from Los Angeles, obviously, it's you're in a really different position in terms of being a part of the Latino community there and have music that kind of speaks to them as well. I mean, how's it been for you? I mean, just to be in Los Angeles and to be able to pursue your music career there, and obviously there's a lot of opportunities there to be able to perform and all that as well. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, LA, I was blessed with the opportunity of being raised here, as opposed to maybe another place where entertainment and music isn't as obtainable. That's just all part of the journey of it for me. Part of my sound and everything that I'm doing is very influenced by growing up here. My family, like I said, we're a very musical family. A lot of Latin music influences, jazz, even classical music. My uncle is a concert master of the Costa Rican Symphony and all this stuff. So I have like all these different influences. But growing up in LA, listening to Tupac and sounds and the different genres that I was exposed to out here, as opposed to just being in Costa Rica or in other places. I was able to absorb different things, and I fell in love with R&B. Boyz II Men was a big group that I loved listening to as a kid. Michael Jackson always was my favorite, and so those were some of the things that I got from being out here. And then there's all the musical community out here. The different people I've gotten to work with, the different doors that have opened to me just from being here and working hard. It's not just being in LA, but it's a lot of hard work and putting in the time.
Yeah, I mean, I know a couple of things. First of all, Boyz II Men obviously have a residency out here in Vegas, which is really, really cool. You talk about the Jacksons as well, and you've worked with Janet before as well. I mean, how was it for you to kind of work with one, somebody that you kind of almost idolized growing up?
Oh, not almost. I mean, shoot, I was in love with Janet Jackson as a kid. I mean, my goodness gracious. She was everything to me as a boy growing up. My Lord, I think I probably had all her albums. I just was in love with her. And then the Jacksons, obviously. I mean, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. He's my biggest musical influence, and to get to work with that family has just been an insane just blessing, and something that I didn't expect, but I didn't write off either. It's just been an incredible learning experience as well to get up close with them, to learn from them, to see how they work. I'll never forget that. It's been a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting here, the fact that here in Vegas we're getting a lot more Latino artists coming through the area. I drive down the street and I've always seen quite a few Latino artists play places like the Palms, and it would be nice to see you up here as well. I mean, have you? I don't think probably have you performed up here in Vegas at all?
Yeah, absolutely. I've done a lot of shows out there. I've been in a lot of private events mostly and things like that. I've been up in what was the at the MGM, at the Planet Hollywood, a couple of different things out there. I have a lot of friends who perform out there, so I go to Vegas from time to time. I've seen the Boyz II Men show in Vegas. It's amazing. Man, those guys are incredible. And what's funny is I went to see the show not too long ago, and they cover Heartbreak Hotel by the Jacksons. And we were doing that song on tour. I was singing the lead on that, and we had done some pre-recorded vocals to fill in some harmonies and stuff like that. And it was funny because I heard myself at the Boyz II Men show. I was like, "Yo, hold on, that's my voice." And so I'm like, "Yo, it's like I'm on stage with them right now." That was kind of a funny little experience, but I love their show. Those guys are legends.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, next time you're out, I'd definitely love to be able to listen to you perform out here as well. I mean, like I said, everything's kind of going solid for you right now. I mean, tell me. You said you have a new single coming out soon. Tell me what's going on with the rest of the year.
Well, yeah, I'm working on the new music, working on new visuals to go with the music. There's a few things that are developing right now. I'm definitely working on a new single that's going to be in English. All my stuff has been in Spanish up until this point, and I don't want to limit myself. I don't want to pigeonhole myself. Like I said, I'm from Costa Rica, born in Costa Rica, and I was raised in LA. So I want my music to be a representation of who I am entirely. So my culture of growing up in LA and my musical influences that come through in that, all that is coming through in my music. And so my next single is gonna be in English, and that's kind of all I can really say about it right now. But I really hope you guys will enjoy it. It's definitely gonna be a step in in a new, not in a new direction, but kind of taking it further into my vision and just showing revealing even more of me and what I have to offer, and it'll definitely be something that I think a lot of people will kind of raise an eyebrow and look at me, and hopefully they'll enjoy it.
Now, where can people follow you on social media?
You can find me and follow me at JP Castillo Music across all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. At JP Castillo Music, at JP Castillo Music. Follow me. I'm always posting what I'm up to, and I try to connect with everybody as much as possible. Respond to all the messages and all that good stuff. I love, like I said, I love to connect with my people and hear what's going on and just what everybody has to say and man, it's just it's a good vibe, man. I love connecting with music lovers. So yeah, it's a good time to be able to do that with social media. So follow me at JP Castillo Music.
His first two singles are already out, I believe, on iTunes and in Amazon Music and anywhere you get your music, so you guys can check that out as well. Anything else you want to add, JP?
No, I mean, I think we covered it. I think I'm just happy to be able to keep doing what I'm doing, and blessed to do music and entertain, and my goal is to just impact the world in a positive way. And just leave a message of light, of goodness, of love. So do everything I do. That's my main focus. And like I said, I don't want to limit myself with what I'm doing. So be on the lookout for new content, new songs, new material dropping very, very soon at JP Castillo Music.
Like I said, I really look forward, hopefully soon, for you to be able to perform back up here in Las Vegas. And best of luck to you the rest of the year, and I look forward to seeing what happens in 2020.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
After the break, we'll have our interview with Ian Guerin. My next guest has been doing really, really well up the R&B and hip-hop charts right now. He's been winning awards left and right, and he's been really doing really good work in terms of songwriting as well. He has a really cool new single currently out right now. We are in with Ian Guerin right now. How you doing, Ian?
Hey, how are you? I'm having a great time right now in LA, and I'm doing perfectly fine and happy to be somewhere in Vegas.
Well, great to hear that. I mean, have you been out here at all while you've been working?
No, I haven't been out in Vegas recently, but I've been to Vegas plenty of times, mainly to watch concert shows in the past. So it's a place that I like a lot. I love going there. My parents love going there. And I've had the greatest of times and the greatest of memories of Vegas, too.
There's plenty of clubs out here, too, and it's been interesting to see kind of the rotating crew of DJs and guest DJs and everything out here as well. And obviously the hip-hop community is really, really solid out here. We've got solid radio stations and dedicated to hip-hop as well. I mean, it just seems like a great place to be if you're a real hip-hop and R&B fan. So hopefully you're getting some spins at the clubs at some points as well. And I wouldn't mind seeing you out here, being able to either perform or even just be a guest and have people listen to your music.
That would be awesome. That would be incredible. And yeah, I agree totally. Vegas is a center of music in the world, and I hadn't thought of it as you said it right now about spinning in the clubs, but that would be amazing, and I think my music definitely fits that profile, and I'd love to be there soon. Yes, definitely, and especially because I got a song called Roll the Dice on the new record on Irreplaceable, and it's not necessarily about gambling or games or like those sorts of topics, but it's definitely like something that could be Vegas bound.
And to have that one, especially being on the Spotify editorial playlist, tells you that it's a real hot single, and the critics are really kind of loving it. So yeah, definitely, it's good. It's great to be able to hear some of the successes on that as well. I mean, how's it been for you in terms of